Hello, I'm Mike Corrin, and once again, I am not at home to do any more live streams. I'm currently taking fall classes in Denver, so I can't be here today. So instead, I've decided to cover yet another Sega CD game that, fortunately, probably shouldn't get me into too much trouble with YouTube's copyright algorithm. It is my first ever Sega boxing title on my channel, Prize Fighter for the Sega CD. I do own this game. I've heard less than savory things about it. I totally get why it doesn't exactly have the warmest reception. It's a full motion video sports title, and they generally don't have the best reputations. In fact, they generally have really bad reputations. Going in blind, it's damn near impossible to figure out what button to press or even when, and because of this, I highly recommend studying up on the game's controls and then playing the game with train mode turned on. Otherwise, all you really have to do is beat all 4 opponents in the game with an undefeated record. As you can see, the game does seem to take some stylistic inspirations from the 1980 cinematic classic Raging Bull. However, the game's much closer to Rocky in terms of characters and story. The only reason for the black and white cinematography is due to the filmmakers realizing just how difficult it'd be to make anything out if it was shot in color. So, to keep things easy to follow, the whole game was filmed in black and white.
Let's go, kid. Over here, kid.
You scared, kid?
Come on. Out of the way, please.
Out
of the way.
T-Rex says draw. Here's the first round. T-Rex says draw. Here's the first round.
Oh, this is gonna be a marathon race. Come on, let him through here.
You don't stand a chance, kid.
Let him through. Let him through. Watch it. Come on,
He begged me to bring him. He always wanted to be a boxer. Until the tragedy.
Wait for me, Mr. Kid.
Come on, kid. Let's go. Watch it, please. Let us in, please. No more pictures. No more pictures.
One big smile.
Come on, kid.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Tonight, we have 4 of the biggest and baddest, fiercest and meanest fighters this side of thermonuclear war.
Yeah, this game does not exactly have the most original story in the world. It's really just flavor text for the game itself. But always turn train mode on. You don't want to play without it. And based on the way the game plays, your ability to deal damage is ultimately determined on how much points go into your left or right punches. In most opponents, you want all your power points to go to your left punch. But keep in mind, this is something that took me a while to figure out. You can only put up to half the total number of points that you have on any given stat. So all the others in reserve, I'm just going to put in stamina so I could better survive. A quick look at the controls, and that's what all those buttons do, so let's go on in and take our first opponent, Honey Boy.
You better be ready for me, punk.
What odds are you giving?
Ten to 1. Against the kid.
These are the rules. No rabbit punches, no low blows. In case of a knockdown, go to a neutral corner. And stay there till I tell you to come out. Is that clear? Have a good fight. This is it, kid. Let's do it. Let's go, kid.
Hey, kid, are you nervous?
This is your first major fight. Tell the fans how you feel.
No comment. Sit there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first bout of the evening. When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, referee Gene LaBelle. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, in this corner, weighing in at 190 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, George Honeyboy Hernandez. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the opposite corner. He's a brand new fighter with a lot of heart. Let's welcome into the ring at this time, the Kid.
Fighters, you know the rules. I want you to shake hands, come out fighting.
You can do it, kid! You can do it!
His father was Crunchy McKay, one of the greats. Died of a heart attack during a championship bout. The doctors say it's all in his head. But the boy hasn't walked without crutches since that day.
Okay, so I'm trying my best to describe how this game works. Basically, where the arrow points on the screen ultimately determines what fist you should punch and what kind of punch to deliver. So, when the arrow's close to the top of the screen, you want to do an upper punch, or I don't know the name specifically. So it would be, so on a 6-button controller, it would be X for the top left punch, or Z for the top right punch. Both Y and B guard with their left and right fists respectively, but we are not really going to make use of that command until later in the game. A and B are the more neutral punches, and for a low punch you actually want to press left for the you actually want to press left for the left punch for a low punch, and or right for the right punch.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee reaches the count of 10. The winner by knockout victory, the King!
Yeah, Boy was not much, is quite a pushover and is quite easy to take down. I managed to so I didn't explain everything, but what you might not know is this game also has something of an RPG system in place. So we have 473 total power points. We want to put half of those, I want to devote half of those to my left punch. Honestly, I don't think I need that much of the way of stamina, so I'm gonna try to give as much of these points to my left fist as possible. Again, as a reminder, when filming this, I was not quite aware that you can only go up to half of the total number of points that you have for any particular stats. Just about everything else I'm just gonna leave as is with stamina and the right punch. So, right punch gets 100 points, and for now on, I'm just gonna skip any cutscenes that we've already seen before. The opening cutscene's already gonna be the same. So, as I said, X and Z are for the upper punches. A and B by themselves are for the mid punches. Low punches, if the arrows is for go left, you hold left in A for a low punch to the left, or you hit right in C for a punch on the right, for the right. And for an uppercut, you just hold down the down button and then press either A or C.
Honey boy.
Fight!
That's a little confusing. The arrows where they're pointing actually points what direction you should be punching. So A or C. So that's a little confusing there as well.
Go to the far neutral corner. 2, 3,
So
4. What's your name?
Honey boy.
Fight!
what's your name? I like that the guy keeps saying what's your name. So yeah,
Great play!
the arrows do not determine what arrow you press on the D-pad. They determine what punch you should be throwing. So if you see an arrow on the left pointing to the right, you still have to point. You still,
I'm okay.
and it's like a low punch. You still have to press left because it was on the left-hand side. If the arrow's on the right, it's on the right-hand side. It's a little confusing. I get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee, Jane LaBelle, stops this bout. The winner by TKO victory, the Kid.
You get different end closing cutscenes depending on how you manage to beat your opponent. So fair warning on that. So again, we don't really need that much stamina for Honey Boy. He's a total pushover, so I'm just gonna put all the excess points of stamina onto our left punch. And whatever points are left over, I'm gonna get to my right punch. Because again, he's a pushover, we can probably take hits from him really easily. So while I'm grinding a bit against Honey Boy, I'm only gonna fight him. I will be fighting him only a few times before moving on to our next opponent. And the reason for this is literally because we need to gain as much points as possible, total points, in order to have a better shot at the later opponents. Now, Honey Boy doesn't give a whole lot of experience points, so to speak. So we're only going to give him get enough points to help us with our next opponent.
Go to the far neutral corner. 2, 3,
And
4, 5, 6. What's your name?
by the way, the referee and the announcer are actually played by real-life legends in the world of sports. This is a real-life legendary boxing referee that's in this. That's officiating these matches, and the announcer is actually the guy that really did coin the phrase "Let's get afraid of Rumble."
I'm stopping the fight.
So for all you kids who are only keeping track of boxing today because of Jake Paul or whatever, that's actually a neat little bit of trivia for you. So as per usual, any excess points that are going to stand, I'm just going to move to the left punch because I think we can take quite a few punches. And the rest can go to stamina, I think. Let's make the rest go to right punches. We want to beat this Honey Boy as quickly as possible. So long as we can take the punches, we want to beat him as quickly as possible. Look how much damage we're doing to Honey Boy. So yeah, it is a little confusing what I'm doing, but yeah, I'm actually using the D-pad and the punching buttons in order to help me figure out where to punch. A's left punch, C's right punch.
2, 3, 4,
And you really just...
5,
Man, this is...
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out. Winner.
Not this, because this is win by knockout, not total knockout. Yeah, what cutscene you get is ultimately based on how you beat your opponent or in what round. So I'm not getting a lot of points in XP anymore. So I gotta save my game. Yes, this is a game that you're meant to play to save your game and return to later on. But
You want to stay pretty like me, kid? Don't get in the ring.
I'm gonna move on to Mega Joe now.
Where? Hands up, hands up! Oh, if I was only 20 years younger!
You'd be getting your butt kicked just like you used to.
Yeah, what do you know about it?
Kid, I want a clean fight. No hitting with the open glove, no backhand, no butting. I want a clean fight, or I'll deck you myself.
Hey, kid, let's do it. We're gonna take this one. Hey! Do it again.
We got a lot of money riding on this fight, kid. You know what I'm saying?
Kid ain't throwing no fight.
Just remember, that your kneecaps, not mine.
Come on, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a great night of boxing. When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, referee Gene LaBelle. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, weighing in at 209 pounds, he's the Sultan of Smash. Introducing Mega Joe Falco. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the opposite corner. He's a young and up-and-coming fighter. Let's welcome the Kid!
Fighters, you know the rules. I want you to shake hands and come out fighting.
Remember to hook without putting your body in it, or you'll leave yourself open.
Next opponent, Mega Joe. Yeah, he will be hitting us a little harder than before, and it's going to take quite a bit more punishment than Honey Boy does. That's why I fought Honey Boy those previous 4 times to get my total stat experience up. Overall, because I got my total points up and have invested so much points into my left punch, I'm not even bothering to parry yet, to block his punches, and I beat him down super quick.
2, 3, 4.
Looks like he's gonna go down. Yep, he is at.
7, 8.
And this is gonna require another few fights to beat.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by knockout victory, the King!
So yeah, I beat him rather effortlessly. If I do take him out by TKO, though, I will show off that cutscene. So I'm going to give up some points to stamina because I really tanked those hits. I don't get too much away from stamina because I do need to tank hits still. So basically, general thumb, 3 of the 4 fights in the game, you need to invest points in your left fist. The point threshold I think that we need to reach now is, I think, 1200, because our next opponent is going to be where things get really tough. Alright, this is clearly going to be a knockout win, so we can see the cutscenes again.
8, 9, 10, you're out.
We managed to beat him even more effortlessly than we did last time. Believe it or not. Even so, I still want to invest some points into my left punch. I only go up to 445. Okay, the rest will go to my right punch. As long as I can take his hits, I will keep my stamina at 180. Should go down, maybe. And this is the same closing up to be as last time, so I know I'm.
5, 6, 7.
Well, Honey Boy was more resilient than this guy.
You're out.
So, you might think I should be trying to chase a high score for this game. I'm not really gonna gun for high scores. I'm just gonna gun for beating the game, because getting a perfect KO, an absolutely perfect KO win record and max points would take for freaking ever, and it's basically a completely meaningless exercise. To achieve that, all I would have to do is beat the third opponent over and over again. Until I get my, until I accomplish all of that. And I'm not gonna play this game for that long. Okay, looks like I'm setting myself up for my third opponent right now, because I'm actually shifting gears from my left punch to the right. Basically hard, capped at 467, I think? No, 457. So there is something of unfortunate news. At first I didn't think I would be able to do a perfect playthrough of this game, since I'm playing this on emulator. And you see, Prize Fighter is a 2-disc game. There's a lot of FMVs in this game, and they take up a ton of data. Absolutely save your game at this point. And we move on to T-Rex. Unfortunately, I have to hit Start Disc 2. I have to figure out a solution to this. I just power off my emulator. I change the save data so that it's so that instead of being read to disc 1 of the game, it's read to disc 2. And it works just as well here. You just have to load our save file. Oh, I need to hit the restore game. Alright, our stats are all turned on. We need to turn train mode back on.
I'm gonna stick a fork in you, kid. You're done. Done. I'm telling you. Done.
Now let's take on T-Rex.
What are you gonna do? Go out there and trip and fall on him? Crush him to death?
Okay, kid. You're some Cinderella challenger. But remember, I don't put up with any dirt in my ring. No hitting on the brake, no hitting after the bell, and no roughing on the ropes. Have a good fight.
Come on, kid. Go out and take it.
Here's my phone number. Call me if you want.
This is your night, kid. This is my daughter. Stick up. Don't let get in with that. Right back. Stick in there, son. You cold. Stick and move.
Remember what I told you, kid.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have quite a bit of excitement here tonight, so let's get ready to rumble! When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, referee Gene LaBelle. Introducing first, weighing in at 245 pounds. He's known as the Jurassic Predator. He is T-Rex Hawkins! And his opponent across the ring, a new fighter who has vaulted overnight from complete obscurity to the big time. He is the Kid.
Okay, fighters, you know the rules. I want you to shake hands and come out fighting.
Ah! Ah! Look at him, kid. He ain't that tough. Now stick and move with this big boy now. Stick and move. Let's go.
T-Rex is the only opponent in the entire game that requires boosting your stats up for your right foot rather than your left. And the reason being is because this guy doesn't really provide very many openings to the left side of his face. So yeah, the reason why you're bolstering your left punches or your right punch isn't just to deal damage to that side of the face. It's because the other side, because that's the side that's most likely to appear. Even then, this is the first fight that I actually have to seriously block in order to avoid taking too much damage. Since the training mode only remains on for the first round, and you do not want to try to beat this game around, beat these opponents in rounds 2 or 3.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Looks like this fight's over.
9, 10.
Yep, it's over. Really got good RNG right there.
Go to the party!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by knockout victory, the
for the rest of the game, we are gonna just be fighting T-Rex over and over again until we get our stats high enough that we can take on the final opponent. The reason why, well, Disc 1 only has the first two opponents, Punny Boy and Mega Joe. Disc 2 has T-Rex and the final opponent shortly after. And spoiler alert, you only unlock the final opponent of the game after you've beaten the other three guys first. You have to do it at least one time. The final opponent is brutal. Don't want to fight him while completely unprepared. Alright, now I think I still need a parry from time to time. He's definitely a lot hard, but he's definitely far harder than anybody from the first disc ever was. Based on the... yeah, he's not gonna go down.
Go to the far neutral corner.
He's gonna get back up.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where you at? Get away, drop a wise guy. Fight!
So that training mode, it's very difficult to figure out what side of the face to punch. Or when to punch. I think he's down. He's not going to get back up.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out. Winner.
Yeah, was to try max out my win total or my point stats, my POW stats, my power points. I would do this by fighting against T-Rex over and over again. I don't want to completely forsake my left punch though, because it could take a really long time to bolster up, so I'm going to give up a few points of stamina to try to fill up my right hooks as much as possible. So there you go. If I do get a TKO against T-Rex, I'll be sure to try to show that off. I don't think I'm ever going to get a TKO. He just gets back up a couple times. But yeah, you can tell just how tightly competitive this match is. We're basically neck and neck in terms of damage. I am starting to pull ahead. I think this is it. Yeah, it looks like this is the one and done for him.
7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So yeah, I think I have to get myself to like 1,400 points, give or take, in order to get to where I need to be in order to take on the true final opponent. I'll get the other 5 points of stamina. Oh, little baby. Yeah, you shoved the ref away. Good. So yeah, which makes the grinding process so much awkward because you have to put all your points in your right hooks. At least, no, half your points into your right hooks in order to stand a chance against it.
3, 4, 5, 6,
I used
7, 8, 9, 10.
The bright side, T-Rex does give you quite a lot of power points. So he is the best character in the game to grind against. If you want to go for max points and max wins, that's probably the way to go. I'm not going to touch the right hooks all that much, really just stand on it because I'm at that point that I feel really comfortable that I can take his hits. Having a block. And sure enough, I'm just pulling it way ahead at this point. And there is pretty much no actor playing the kid. It's just like it's just a camera that's literally filming the guy from the point of view, and then they just animate a couple of boxing moves and motions.
4, 5,
And everything.
7, 8. Where you at? Little way to jump him. Wise guy. Fight!
I gotta fish this guy off because I have took quite a beat just now. I need to go back to blocking, but let's see. Hopefully we can fish him off here and now. Come on, just go down already. It looks like we've taken him out already.
8, 9, 10. They're out.
I think we have maybe 1 or 2 more fights left in us before we can move on. So let's look at PowerPoints. Yeah, I think we've got 1 more fight before we can move on, before we are ready to move on to our final opponent. Yep, we're hard capped here, so let's fish off T-Rex. So that we can then move on to the final opponent. So right now I'm absolutely pummeling him, but that can all change. But as you can see in the previous round, all that can change in a hurry if he gets back up. I think I'm at a very good spot, so even if he gets back here, which he will, I don't think I need to worry about blocking.
Hey, where you at? Little way to jump him. Wise guy. Fight!
So we are just going to 3 fights away, and after that, we will be ready for. This is also the reason why I'm not doing a multi-part perfect playthrough. I don't need to spend a whole hour fighting each opponent individually, and then try to max all my stats en route to the final opponent. I think that's entirely unnecessary for a game like this, even though that's technically what a true perfect playthrough would look like. A max KO score and max power points. And I don't think that's really that necessary. So let's check our PowerPoints. Alright, I think we are at where we need to do, so I need to give all those PowerPoints back to my left punch. And then we will be ready to take on our final opponent. The final showdown of prize fire for the Sega CD. Give all those points. I need to go to 716 for my left punch. So whatever amount of points I need on the right hooks, I need to get to my left. And I might even need to get some points over for stamina so I could have better survivability. I only have to beat him one time, and then we officially beaten the game. We don't have to fight him a billion times or anything like that, because this fourth opponent is our final opponent. And where are we? I'm gonna take as much points off the right hooks as possible. Give everything I can to the left hooks, and then anything that's left over I will probably pump into stamina. And it can only go up to 716 points here. Yeah, this is very, very boring, I know that. It is what it is. It's actually faster to just mash it over and over again than it is to hold it down. Hold it down, it's like it's a point per split second. But mashing it, you can get like a bunch of points per a couple points per second, so it's faster. Yeah, I think we are maxed out here. All the other points go to stamina. As I said, because we need to be able to survive this fight. I'm a little worried that means that our right punches aren't gonna do jack shit against this guy. But let's see, I'll save my game here just in case. Now let's take on our final opponent, Nuke the Duke.
Welcome to the big time, kid. Best of luck.
Ta-da! And the new heavyweight champion is... Ta-da!
Jumping the gun a little, aren't you? Now, kid, you know the rules by now. You've done some pretty good fighting for a rookie. Best of luck.
Come on, kid. This is your night. Let's take him. Yeah! Woo! Yeah. Come on, this is it! Heavyweight championship of the world!
Money's on you now, kid.
Don't mess it up.
You're going to win it, kid. I can feel it. You're the best.
Come on, let's hustle. Yeah, yeah. Come on now. Out of the way! Come on, you're gonna knock him out.
is the battle for the heavyweight championship of the world. When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, referee Gene LaBelle. And now, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first. In the history of boxing, we've never seen anything like this. A young fighter who has fought his way to the top of the heavyweight division. He is now the #1 ranked heavyweight contender in the world, the challenger, the Kid. And his opponent across the ring, weighing in at 228 pounds, the most feared man on the planet today, presenting the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Newt the Duke Johnson.
Fighters, as you know, this is for the heavyweight championship of the world. You received your instructions in the dressing room. I want to have a clean fight. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Shake hands and come out fighting. May the best man win.
Forget he's the champion. Better than that. You can take him. Don't toe to toe. Slip. Let's go. His style may look improvised, but it's not. Don't let him take you for a walk, kid.
I love how that intimidating guy went from wanting us to throw the match away to now play money on us to win. But as we're doing those cutscenes, those opening cutscenes for each match, they're not just there for flavor text. The stuff your coaching staff tells you is very important, and as you can see, this guy is absolutely nasty. He is the Duke is the reigning champion of the world, and as such, he is absolutely no joke. If you try to just play and fight and beat each opponent one time, you're gonna have a really hard time. A really bad time. You're probably gonna lose to someone like a T-Rex, or even to the Duke, or even T-Rex. If you just go from one fight to the next, as you've done. It's absolutely critical that you grind yourself up so that you can win. Oh, we got the good RNG, which means we've won the final nose.
A new champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by knockout and new heavyweight champion of the world, the Kid!
You're the greatest, kid!
And that's it. At 14-0 and undefeated, we have beaten prize fighter for the Sega CD. That is yet another Sega CD game under the New World Heavyweight Champion, Power 1602. That is our final score. And with all that said, we've finally beaten prize fighter for the Sega CD. I own NBA Jam, Sonic CD, Mega Race, and Prize Fighter. So we finally managed to knock out another. There are 5 more Sega CD games left. A couple of them are quite long, and I don't have time to cover them, sadly, this year. Maybe someday. I will do perfect playthroughs on those games. And a couple of them even have copyright issues I have to watch out for. So those are some pretty big ones for me. I also thought this game was okay. I thought it was fine. I don't think it's as bad as many people make it out to be. Is it to a lot of people's cup of tea? No, not really. I don't really think it's gonna be anyone's favorite Sega CD games of all time. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna top it. It's not gonna appear on anyone's list. I don't think there's much incentive for people in general to like this game. Again, that's fine. I mean, there's a reason it never saw a re-release. It's never been re-released on. There was a Saturn port planned for the Sega Saturn, but that never materialized. But I do hope you enjoyed watching my perfect playthrough of Prize Fighter for the Sega CD. And be sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you do, I greatly appreciate it. With all the way, this is Mike Gordon, sign out.